What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be kind of talking about how it's almost impossible to have fun nowadays, and everything's always boring, right? I think we could all agree that it feels very boring nowadays, and I had previously talked about this in another video. It's kind of the same, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna dive into it, but I appreciate y'all for joining, watching this, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so when we're super bored all the time, let me know what y'all think. I'll wait. Well, if you guess technology, you're like pretty much almost 100% right. So unfortunately, but fortunately, we grow up in a generation where I could do this as a job, and that could be very good and bad, because when a lot of people want to do that because it's less work, more brain work, but yeah, most people just want to do this. In my generation, they want to do something like drop shipping, or just stuff like that, like quick money, quick easy money. And it just goes to show that like everyone has this twisted mindset that you can just hop into something and make $1 million because that's what all these people tell you. Go buy their course, go do this and that, right? And it's kind of to a point now that I feel like everyone's desensitized to those ads, and like you see them and then it's just like you just laugh and it's whatever, or you don't even make a face at it, or you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a big thing that I notice, and that obviously, yes, technology plays a great part in it, and just in general, like being able to have the internet at your fingertips and learn stuff that you wouldn't have to go find or pick up a book and read it, you know what I'm saying? It just makes life so much more convenient, and that comes at the price of our creativity, because this can imagine more than our brain with the new AI and everything coming out. It can essentially imagine anything like a brain, not more than a brain, but definitely like a brain. And it kind of gets to a point now that we're just in this time period of like everyone can have everything they want at their fingertips, so then they start getting lazy, but then they don't know how to go have fun. Because think about it, when you were a kid, if you were lazy, you didn't want to go outside. You were just sitting in your room, staring out the window, right? But when you were actually doing stuff, you got up, you went outside, you went and played, you made something up, you were creative. And yeah, honestly, social media's really killed our creativity, and so many people have it but don't know how to tap into it, because obviously everything's been so easy for them, and they see people doing crazy things with their imagination, and it's kind of like people making money. Everyone is just like, hey, you know what, kudos to you, I'll give it a try, but if it's not gonna work out in the first week or month, then I quit. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of people's mindsets are. And yeah, so I really just want you guys to understand that. And again, these are my opinions, but I do know that social media 100% has been just killing our creativity. So social media was just a really big one that I had to go over. But I don't know, it kind of is to a point too where you have these new kids and this new generation coming in, and none of them are going to know how to do anything. Because like, look at my generation, we just ended up getting it like halfway through our life, and it just kept evolving as we did. So we kind of got a little bit of both last generation and the next. But it's a blessing to say that, because now I can see both sides and all that stuff. And or for anyone my age, it's kind of sad. The next generation of kids is going to be terrible. They're going to be on their iPads all the time and on their phones. They're going to have phones by like 6. You know what? It is what it is. But what I want y'all to start doing is start doing things that unlock your creativity a little bit more, because that'll help you stop being so bored. And when you're like, oh, I want to go do something, but you don't know why, it's because you're so lazy you can't even think. So you need to do a little more practicing that stuff as well. So I would highly advise that if you are watching this and you struggle with this on your own, to maybe go ahead and go pick up maybe like a sketch pad, go color, like literally draw your own stuff. No coloring books, Like, actually try to do that. Reading is a great, like, even fiction books are perfect because they help you imagine an entire world in your head. So, you know, stuff like that, or just any books in general, but specifically those, that will help unlock your creativity a lot more. Because I guarantee you, a lot of you that are actually struggling with this probably don't read. So, just saying, it's probably statistically true, but yeah, so go ahead, pick up a book, maybe go write down some stuff, maybe color a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Do some stuff like that. Play some instruments if you have them, or, you know, if you do play them but you haven't played in a while, then go pick it up. All right, try to stay away from drawing stuff or making music, like stuff that's already been done. You know, the whole point of it is to see where your creativity goes. Literally just put the pencil down and start drawing, right? Start playing chords on a piano. Just start making random stuff, you know. Just remember, you're unlocking that, and you'll get better over time too. You'll probably start, like, you know, creating some crazy stuff. So yeah, I would say definitely tap into that if you're trying to, if that's like a way to fix it. That's how I would say. Also, spend less time on social media, as I've kind of obviously stated already. But yeah, just stay away from social media because it's very bad for you as much as it's good for you, if not more. So yeah, but anyways, this video is getting recorded today. Yes, the day that you're watching this, or the day that this dropped. So kind of in a time crunch. I got a new PC, so I gotta figure out how to use all that stuff instead of like Mac. Or from Apple, I gotta go to Windows. So I'm gonna try to get this out for y'all today. And if I do, it would be great if you guys could drop a nice thumbs up and, you know, just show that you appreciate the video. I'll be dropping some more bangers here probably next Wednesday, but definitely every Wednesday to come. So stay tuned. Love you guys. Thank you for listening, and peace out.